Yes, sir. It's your boy, Kyle the Kid, and Mega the Boy. Welcome to another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast, where the vibes meet the culture. Mega, what's happening? What's going on, man?
Shit, cooler, man. Long day.
Long day?
Long day.
What you did today? I want to know why your day so long.
I ain't gonna lie, I was just tired. I want to sleep late last night, like 2. I had to go to work at like 6.
Was you on the phone caking and shit?
No, I was just up.
He was caking. He was caking.
That
That was going on. Hopefully, y'all... It's doing this weird thing to where it's hot as fuck, but then around like 3 p.m. it start raining.
Yeah.
I'd rather some consistency, like...
Nah, but you need that rain, though, bro.
To cool it down.
You need that rain, bro. And, yeah, you need that shit. This might be the hottest summer in Florida
it's
history.
It's record breaking.
Yeah, that shit crazy,
It's record breaking. It's record breaking. And if you haven't noticed already, we got episode Dinero with us. What's happening, my boy?
What's happening, y'all boys? What's vibing?
Yes,
Vibing,
sir. Yes,
vibing.
sir. Appreciate you for coming through. What's
All right,
going on
man.
with you?
Shit, just chilling, working on new shit, new vibes.
You back working?
Yeah, I mean, shit, I was always working, but I feel like it's new energy. See, I chopped off and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, what made you do that? I seen that shit on
You
the ground. I was like,
improved.
damn, that boy done chopped off.
I'm be real. I had dressed for a little minute,
Yeah.
so it came to a point. I'm just like, my shit's grow kind of fast.
Yeah.
So if I do chop off,
Just
and
grow
grow
that
my
bitch
shit again, it's nothing. It'll be different if my hair ain't fucking grow at all.
Yeah.
I would have kept them bitches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just like, fuck it, new energy.
What-
See what I tap into.
What the
I
fam
like
said
it.
when they seen it chop off.
Oh, once I walked inside the house, my old girl said, "Oh, now I look like her son."
Oh,
you know they say in Creole.
Yeah.
"Who's son gonna beat you to
Yeah. Me petit well. Yeah.
She went and grabbed baby pictures and everything. She said, "You look,
That's you.
that's you. You back to you."
That's crazy.
I seen Cash chop too. Was that something y'all talked about, or it just happened that way?
Cash been growing his shit and just chopping off. for the hell of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, bruh. I don't know, bruh. I had dreads bit for a little bit and be like, "Fuck this shit." Brush cut.
Mhm.
Yeah, I ain't going to a brush cut. Bitch.
That's as low as you go.
Middle.
Yeah, man, I'm good right here.
Facts.
Now you mentioned that when you came back in, like your mom, she was happy and everything, but over the years we seen Dinero evolve.
Yeah.
Dreads, tats, everything. Like, so at what point did she say, like, okay, like, what are you doing now? Like, because now you neck everything.
Bruh. I'm be real. Well, when I got dreads, you know Haitians and dreads, but you know
Hold
I
up
ain't
a
really.
little more. You know, hold it up a little more.
Yeah, Haitians when you got dreads, they talk and everything. At first, you know they was talking, but they left that shit alone. So now I got dreads. They wasn't really tripping. It's the minute I low key walked in with my sleeve. Bruh, she sat there and she acted like I just walked in the house and told her I got 2 bodies. And
I'm trying to tell you.
she started telling me all types of shit.
But you was expecting it though. You was preparing for it.
I mean, I wasn't really. Yeah, they Haitian, so I know
Yeah.
some way they might act like it's cool, but when it's time, like, bro, you still gonna hear it, bro. But I know I got my tat done and I called her. I called her in the middle of my tat because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this shit to the point like right now. Because me walking in and then when we having this conversation, I'm gonna just want to leave already. So like, let me get this shit out of the way right now. I called her. She said, "Sip off with."
Tip off with.
Sip off with.
Yeah.
So I put her to the house and then she seen. And at that point, she was like, "I'm finished. I got dreads. I got tattoo. Let police well. When police
You're a
see
target.
you and shit like that, like they
Yeah.
just gonna know. It don't matter if you didn't even do anything. They gonna feel like it's you."
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, I'm telling her, you tripping. That's that Haitian thinking, everything like that. But
You dropped the sleeve first, like drop the sleeve first shot, like the whole sleeve.
I dropped. Now it was different pieces, but
Oh, okay,
it was
okay.
like I got my sleeve done in probably like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Cause I just kept seeing my arm. I'm like, bro, this shit naked.
Yeah, you gotta add more. Yeah,
I
that
gotta
shoulda
do this
did it,
part.
man,
This
yeah.
shit naked.
Yeah.
So at that point, she was like, whatever. Like even when she see my neck tat, she ain't even like. As much as I thought she would have said about this,
She numb to it now. She's like, okay.
yeah, she was like,
Okay.
It'd be like that.
Now, before we started recording, we was kind of talking about like your evolution. So take us to Dinero coming up, starting like high school days. Like, what was the vibe? You know,
high school.
Y'all was throwing parties and stuff and things like that. How all that started?
Bruh, I'm be real. What made us even throw parties? I'm starting to think. It was just us coming together and just knew how much people we can like bring in a matter of time. So we threw our first party called Penetration. This was like Ain't Cuffing Day. Them days was wicked. But we threw this first party Penetration.
Them days so wicked. That boy started smiling.
Nah, them days was it. Ain't gonna lie.
He ain't had no business doing what he was doing in high school.
Nah, ain't no business. So we throwing parties and shit. We threw that party. Shit, we like 16, all that shit like that. Getting penthouses. Like, I'm be real. You would have thought we were like rappers from back as a jit. So we threw our first party, and bro, the amount of people that was in that bitch, it was like, ain't no fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. The first Penetration, that shit was so motherfucking hot.
Off rip.
Bruh. They said the place had AC, but it ain't feel like
It
that
ain't
shit.
feel like it.
Yeah.
That shit was packed from the inside to the out. So we just kept going with parties from time to time.
I don't know if you can remember the feeling, but like from that first party, I'm pretty sure maybe it was on a Friday or Saturday night, maybe. And then you go back to school that Monday. How y'all feeling?
Listen, man, talk to me nice now, twice.
Talk to me nice, nigga.
You gotta be. You probably coming with your best fit. Y'all boys coming ready.
I'm coming back to school. Shit, we got tellies for the weekend and everything. So you know we ain't going back home.
Yeah.
Just if you got your little shits to bring over and everything, we got tellies. Shit, some days we trying out the penthouse. Like we was really vibing, big as shits. You know, you can bring them bitches over there, be as a jit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over with, bro.
You on top of the world.
Come on, because she ain't got no business in the penthouse as fucking 16, 17.
Yeah.
And we
Crazy.
all 16 and 17-year-olds and shit. So, yeah, when we really stopped throwing parties, I could say, probably like after like a year, probably after high school. We transitioned from that.
So now, throughout that time period, though, with all the love, like you said, ladies feeling y'all, everything like that, it also come with a lot of hate. I'm pretty sure niggas like in this high school, like, y'all niggas, like.
I'm pretty sure there was, bitch, but I'll be real, I don't give a fuck about these.
Dude, you never felt that though? Like it was never something that like you felt?
Never really worried about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like somebody from some type of way. I know I ain't really do shit to you. It's probably about a bitch.
That's where all the issues come from.
You feel me? So it's like I don't sit there and be like, damn, I feel like these people like, nah. It's like, nah. I'm gonna worry about what I do, and these hoes gonna keep on fucking with me, however you feel. It's like shit. We keep this shit going.
So during those time periods of just high school in general, you never like got into anything over like a female or woman.
I mean, there was probably like a little back and forth about bitches and shit like that, but I wouldn't say not much because I really don't give a fuck. You feel me? If you gon' like that's how you feel about that little shit over there. That's how that shit got you feeling? Cause we both had that same shit.
and
I ain't feeling that way.
I'm cooling.
You feel me? So it's like, all right, man. You feel me? Yeah, it might be a little back and forth, but I don't be caring, bro. Go ahead, have it, bro. Have it. I wasn't even fucked up by that shit like that. You think that shit is that? Have it.
Okay. So now with art, at that point, it wasn't FSO. You said it was Ain't Cuffing then.
Yeah, it was Ain't Cuffing, and then we found like we transitioned to the FSO shit probably around I could say 2017, because it was like Ain't Cuffing. They feel me like my homie Chris. He's still throwing parties and everything like that. Ain't Cuffing and shit like that, and we felt like when music.
You had to kind of separate.
We had it separated. Because Ain't Cuffing group and all that shit like that for music. It don't sound too appealing.
Yeah, you're right.
So now, when it came to you guys coming and meeting each other and everything like that, who have you known the longest? Like out of FSO or Ain't Cuffing, like.
Shit, I I met Pete in 5th grade.
5th grade.
I met Pete in 5th grade.
Y'all was cool since then, or?
Yeah, it was cool. That boy got kicked out of elementary like the first week he was here. I forgot what he did. It's just, but I know that's how I know how it started. But who else? I met everybody else kind of like middle school. Matter of fact, I knew Sauce. I knew Sauce since I was legit.
Like Jit.
Yeah, I knew Sauce since I was legit because our peoples was cool.
Okay.
So I met Pete like 5th grade, and then the rest of them boys I met in middle school.
Now, one thing that kind of becomes like a recurring theme is like people fall out, or especially with sometimes you see it more so with women. Is like they got new friends every week, every week. What about y'all that made y'all stay cool so long, or just have that type of
I mean, I'll be real.
Yeah.
A lot of shit in this world kind of go off because people don't talk about it.
Oh, say that again.
Like a lot of shit go wrong in like relationships, friendships, and everything that because people don't talk about it.
Facts.
They let it linger and just
and it build
and
up.
then all of a sudden you a fuck nigga.
Yeah,
like damn, if you would have told me that you wasn't fucking with that shit from the get go, my phone. But if I keep doing it though,
And then you building something up. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm be real, we don't even much argue, bro. Since shit days, like we ain't much argue. We just might have little arguments about fucking football, basketball, and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
Probably get mad with each other one day, but the next day it's like, like fuck that. We're not tripping about that. How we gonna make some bread? So I don't know.
I feel like that's important because I feel like a lot of things happen with people, and then like, all right, did you talk to me about it? No, fuck that. I ain't trying to talk about it. And then you build it up into where it's like
you gonna look at that person sideways.
To where y'all just you don't text that person and be like, oh, he ain't text me back, and y'all just stop speaking.
Yeah.
For like no reason because you never address the issue. But when you're able to talk to your dog and y'all speak through it, it's like okay, it's like, resolved.
Okay,
it's moved on.
Made you feel that type of way, or it wasn't for you to take it that type of way or something like that. So it'd be the little shit, really.
Yeah, could have been got over it instead of like having that build up for no reason. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say not every nigga in life is like built to do shit like that. They might just hold that shit in, being in one day, be you the biggest fuck nigga. Whatever you did yesterday, be that shit out the window.
So now when you guys started FSO, well actually before FSO actually formed, isn't that when you dropped the single, what was it called? Like you guys at the gas station, I forgot.
Make it happen. But at that point I was Episode of Dinero. That was my first song as Episode of Dinero.
Okay. So that was officially FSO, so that had already started.
Yeah.
And then you dropped that, and then I remember that time period, like the buzz from that, like it was like, okay, like he actually sliding, like.
I ain't gonna lie, when I did that, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing, bro. I was just doing shit. But when I dropped it and I seen how like people was like reacting to that shit for real, I'm sitting there telling myself like, I think I could be a rapper, like for real. All that playing around shit, cause we really went into the studio like it's like we bored. We done did whatever we did for the day. We bored now, bitch. Let's go vibe in the studio, smoke, feel me and shit. But after I dropped that though, I was like, yeah. I dropped that and then went the Tallahassee for school. I dropped that probably like a week before I moved to Tallahassee for school.
What you was going to school for?
Accounting.
You wanted to be an accountant?
I mean, at that moment, I was like,
I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect accounting. I thought they were gonna say
bro.
Business or something.
I went for accounting, bro, real shit. And it's like I knew with math though, I was always
always good with
math.
Yeah,
okay.
So I went to school for some shit that I know like at that moment because I still low key didn't even know if I even wanted to like do rapping for real, all that shit. It was just some shit that we just did, and I started falling like more love for it and shit. So I started doing. Well, I'm in school. I'm seeing how everybody reacting to my song and everything like that.
I'm like, man, I'm sitting in class like, boy, I don't know what the fuck they teach me. I know I love numbers and everything, but all these classes ain't math.
Yeah.
I got fucking astrology, bruh. Like, bruh.
Fuck they talking about.
They telling me about stars. Talking about this star is connected to this
Ain't
star.
got nothing. Ain't got. Where's the numbers at?
Bruh,
I'm into the
I'm
numbers.
just sitting there like, yo,
I'm
what
here
the
for the
fuck am I
numbers.
doing?
Mhm.
And ain't gonna lie. Another thing that kind of made me like I wouldn't say like fuck college, cause shit to this day I'm still down to go back to college, cause at least I know what the hell I want to do in life.
Mhm.
So I just feel like college is a waste of time if you don't know, like if you don't know what you want to do, and that's why I stopped, cause I'm like I'm going to college for this shit, and this shit don't interest me at all. I know my people would want me to have that degree and everything like that, but today ain't the last day for me to get that shit.
So
You know,
so you look at it
and-
as it's always something that you can do if you really want to do it.
Yeah, facts.
What would you go back for now?
Music business.
To learn more about it and actually start something.
It's
of your
like
own.
as I'm learning through me, like being out here doing music and shit like that. But I would probably like learn different shit that I would have never fucking thought I even heard in rooms or anything like that. So it would just have me a little more up on game, even from when I like want to run my business. So I make sure I don't fuck up.
Now, from you guys starting FSO, it seemed like you guys had a steady uprise. Like things started moving very fast. Like from there, and then fast forward, Blue Bills. Or maybe even before that, did you guys getting signed happen before Blue Bills? A little before Blue Bills, or
Before Blue Bills actually dropped, yeah, we got signed.
yeah. How was that experience like at that time? Because news broke and it's like,
Yeah, I remember that shit. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, what?
I'm gonna be real, bit. Everything was so fast, bruh. Like, it was more like to a point when we dropped the song, like, shit, everybody was fucking with that shit. But like I say, at random times, there was not much people in Broward rapping like that.
no, it was Coley, Kodak, One
Cody,
Way,
yeah.
J Dola.
J Dola, yeah.
And then of course you had like the older generation and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah,
like as far as like the
yeah,
younger
two
younger
songs
people.
out there. But yeah, for the younger people though,
Yeah.
there was that much rappers.
There was no Broward scene for the young people.
So we were dropping music and everybody like fucking with the shits and shit. What we dropped Shush. I think like us as a group all together, like Shush was our biggest song at that moment. That shit was just growing and growing and growing, and they were just fucked up by that shit. And at that point, I think everybody realized like, nah, them boys could do that shit for real. Like, if them boys could do it, if them boys could do it, we could do it. That's the point I felt like everybody like, yeah, they could have said that.
What was that process like to getting signed? Like you said, the music scene wasn't that prevalent down here. So what was the process like going through it? Like, did you have any help? How did y'all?
Nah, facts. When all that shit was going on, you feel me? Of course, we got older people in our lives to like put us on game, tell us we need this before we do all this and everything like that. So the process wasn't terrible. It was more like kind of overwhelming. Like, damn, like what the fuck? We got other people hitting up and shit like that for music and shit like that, but like this shit for real. And there's some shit like we just going in there playing. We bored, bitch. We just went in there playing, and these people like actually.
And now like real opportunities coming out from it.
Yeah. So to me, it snapped, and I'm like, man, like I'm doing this shit. I see this shit. That's what the fuck.
What was everybody on board for the music? Like when y'all started, like everybody wanted to really do the music, or was it like one person really driving it?
Everybody was doing music because that's just what we was doing.
Right.
We would go to the studio, just make music. It don't matter who won the songs and shit like that. So I would say everybody was on board at that moment for sure.
Now, like I said, Blue Bills. Then you came at Broward, and so forth. And then I think even during the COVID year, you had like a virtual Rolling Loud performance, right?
Yeah.
What about that time when you look back through all those different experiences that you'd be like, I would change this or have done that different? Because it was so much going on. People are seeing you, blog pages hitting, everything like that. What about that time you like, okay, if I would go back and do this differently?
I'll be real, I never thought about that.
Never.
Nah, about what I go back and do different. It's just probably like little shit that I know that I did, and next time I do it, let me just try this way. But
Yeah.
I don't fault myself for like shit like that.
Mm.
It's like it happened. I made the most out of what I could.
It was
like,
a moment.
At that moment. You
It
feel
was
me?
a moment.
So
for
yeah.
Sure. Now, when you look at, like you said, there was like no Broward scene as
Mhm.
it is now. Like it's a Broward music scene. Do you
Yeah.
kind of feel like you helped usher in the Broward music scene? Because there was literally not that many people you can name that actually had a buzz rapping at that time.
I do feel like I did. I feel like I shed light. Like I definitely shedded more light because Kodak was doing his thing.
Yeah, but Kodak was
You feel
already
me?
like
Yeah.
Kodak.
Kodak
at
was
that
Kodak.
time.
Yeah.
But when like everything came and shit like that, yeah, I definitely felt like I shedded light down here.
Mhm.
I made more niggas believe that hell yeah, boy, Dinero could do it, boy. Hell yeah, I
we
can do
can
this
do
shit
it.
too.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
And that's kind of how it is with everything. Like when you see somebody that you know around the city, be like, man, if that nigga doing, I might as well go hop in this too.
Exactly.
And it's not like whether, and some people be like, oh, sometimes it could be
From hate.
From hate too.
Yeah, yeah.
But regardless, he
How
still
big
made you get in the
motivated,
stew.
yeah, motivated.
Whether it was
Yeah.
because they was fucking with you or whether because it was hate, either way, you still made it as get in the stew.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever did something with it, did something with it. So is that something like you think about, like, I helped, put a spotlight on it or made people get in the studio?
I don't think about it as much. I feel like it already happened. Like
It happened.
yeah, it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
It's like if you know, you know. You feel me? If you want to act blind, it is what it is.
Mhm.
I don't care anyways.
You don't really care for like the credit or like
I don't really care for that credit, bro. Cause it's like if you know, like I said, you know.
Mhm.
If you was paying attention and your eyes was open for real, like come on, you would know what the fuck was going on for real.
Mhm.
But if you want to act blind, like it was just like, okay, people just fucking sent people down here and everything to like worry about what's going on for real, and hey, whatever, that's cool.
now. Another thing that comes with it, with all that attention, people start treating you different, acting weird.
Mhm.
Like, what was the feeling from either friends or like women or like how were you being treated?
I'll be real. I can say like it's crazy though, but the moment that I did sign,
Mhm.
everything kind of like shifted, like
Yeah.
with people. Everything, man. They had like them boys just signed me for 10 million.
Yeah.
like,
You're rich.
but-
Yeah. Damn.
So you feel me? The way
Yeah.
people speaking to me is way nicer.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, fam. What
They
you got to come with?
they like, you
Like,
need anything?
You need this? I'm like, damn, man, you ain't never asked me for anything. But you feel me? It's like, I can say I'm happy that it happened though, because it kind of showed me what it is with most people and shit.
Mm.
But from the time it happened, it definitely shifted how people like respond and like talk and treat me and shit like that. Like I would see, let's say like we all homeboys and everything, right? And I would see like, yeah, it is what it is. I don't really like it much, but we would go somewhere and they would like treat me with like so much love, and then when they get to talking to y'all, it's like,
Or like they showing you the love, but when you're talking to like another person in the room, it's like just die
yeah,
down.
you treat
Or
them like shit.
yeah,
So like I would
You'll peep that shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, that shit ain't right. But
and you know one thing I peeped though, like a good person is a good person.
Yeah.
Like you don't go from being like treating somebody good and the next person a scumbag. Like so
It
that
don't
is
work
so
like that.
like what is your intentions really? Because if you're a good person, you're gonna treat me good. You're gonna treat the next person good. You're gonna show me more love, of course, because
Mhm.
you're my dog. But what is your motives? Did you kind of like have to like distance yourself from people or cut certain people off around that time? Or
facts, because I felt like at that time what I was doing, I was giving out so much of my energy to all types of things, all types of people and everything like that. So after a while, it's like I kind of like fell back and just seen how shit was gonna go. You feel me? If you used to hit me up, if you used to, you feel me, do little shit like that, or you only hit me up when it's some like festival or some shit like that going around or a show or something. But yeah, I just fell back. Really enjoyed the moment of everything, I can say.
Now, do you remember, like you said, people were acting like you got signed for 10 million, or like they just knew you had like everything. Do you remember that first moment when somebody asked you for something? It was like, hold on, like, what do you think this is? Like, like what's going on? Like, whether it was a family member, a friend needing something, or even a female, like maybe she wanted you to trick on her or something. Like,
it was, ain't gonna lie, it was more like this when I knew this shit for real though. Like, I remember the first girl I hit that like when I got signed type shit like that. Oh my god,
she ready to trap you,
bruh. It's to the point, bruh. I'm hitting her. I got a rubber on. She told me to take it off. I'm like, nah. I can't take it off. Take it off. She said, well, I don't want to fuck no more if you got a rubber on.
That boy had a lottery ticket moment.
No.
Yeah, a lottery ticket moment.
I'm like, what? I said, hold on, I'm about to nut. Just chill.
Yeah. We'll talk about this later. Come on, bro. Come on.
Let's vibe. Like, you do too much. I'm almost there.
So then, like, she started getting serious, and I'm like, I stopped. She's talking about taking it off. I'm like, nah, we good. We just like, not gonna fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I only use one rubber at the pack, and I had the rubber pack over here and all that shit like that, bro.
She threw that bitch
I
over the balcony.
I went to the bathroom and I came back. I touched the pack. Ain't no rubbers in there. So I'm looking around like, nah, this can't be serious. Nah, this ain't real right now. This ain't real. I said, come on, we gotta go. Come on, we gotta go. So now we going to me. I'm bringing her to the whip and shit like that. She's talking about, come on, let's fuck in the car.
So now she want to go again.
Now she want to go again.
Bitch, you know I ain't got no rubbers now.
Yeah.
Hell nah. That was one of the like moments I'm like, nah, like, shit, me, they think everything just instant like that. But I have people asking for bread. People that shit, they ain't never do shit for me, but that ain't really like hit me in the moment, cause shit.
Now you mentioned like that experience of a female trying to trap you, but like to this day, like no kids, like to this day, like no kids.
Oh, now I ain't got no kids.
So at this point, like when you see people around our age, like it's normalized for us to have kids.
Yeah.
Like it's normalized.
Come on,
like
man.
remember, like when you was like 18, 17, like
you
this nigga got a
jit.
kid.
Yeah.
Man, listen, the age we at now, if she got a kid, like, you can't even be mad.
Yeah.
You can't.
Because the older we get, the more expected it's like now.
Come on, bro. At this point, if you sitting there all in your feelings because she got a kid, like, bro.
I mean, depending on who it is, you could be like a little mad.
I mean, yeah.
Depending on who it is, like
it's more like, damn, this bitch got pregnant for real.
Yeah.
But past that, it's like,
it is what it is.
If Jit already here, Jit living and everything like that, like, what the fuck is you mad about, bro?
Yeah, fact. But what do you think it is about you that you lasted this long without having a kid?
Sticking and moving, man. Just sticking and moving.
Because this niggas your age, they got about 4,
5.
5.
Yeah.
Shit, man. When the time come, I guess the time will come, right? When it's that day and I'm just like, hey, fuck it. I don't give a fuck how this shit goes. So, when they come, it come. I ain't in no rush, though.
Is it something to where you're like, I'm just still trying to have fun, or I got more to do before I want to even go down that route?
Nah, I love kids, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm fucked up about jits and shit like that, bro. But it's another thing, too, like, it's really like the baby mama for me, but like that's the
baby mama
part.
drama.
That's a life decision, bro.
Fuck the baby mama drama, because I might meet a woman and have kids with her, and it's
finding the right baby mama.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay,
I can't have no shit either. Cause boy, I seen it stressed.
Yeah.
And me, if I see you fuck up, don't worry. I'm gonna sit back in my seat like, oh nah, this ain't the way I'm gonna do that bitch.
I'm gonna learn from you. Yeah.
I ain't doing that bit like that, bitch, but. Nah, yeah, man.
What's good baby mama qualities though?
As I can say, as long as you not like on some shit where, cause we ain't seen eye to eye and everything like that. Like you just all out there. Like not even saying, oh, you out there twerking or dancing shit like that's nothing, bro. But you just out there, like. A nigga gonna sit there and be like, hey, you know who I talk to? Who? The Dinero baby mama.
Yeah,
That's how you
Yeah,
label.
yeah.
That's how it go.
Yeah,
niggas wear it as a badge of honor to start messing
Yeah.
with your baby mama.
You feel me? It's like if you ain't out here, like I ain't gonna say we not seeing eye to eye, we ain't together. Like you feel me? You better not get that coochie up. Like if that's the fucking case, I think I'm living in a fairy tale.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause shit, me if I ain't there, bitch,
Somebody gonna be there.
somebody gonna be able to give her that attention that she
Yeah.
wants. Like let's be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you out here just like this nigga after me, oh nah, homie. It's kind of crazy. At that point, I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. It's real crazy.
She don't gotta be Zoe.
Nah, she don't gotta be so.
Yeah,
She don't gotta be so.
Oh fuck.
She don't gotta be so.
Nigga look disappointed.
She don't gotta be so, bro. I'm telling you, she ain't gotta be so.
What do you see? Like, we more than halfway already done with 2023. You say you've been working. You working now.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned before we started a project that you plan on making. What's coming next from Dinero though? What can people expect?
I'm actually in the works with a project with the rest of the gang.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a couple of shits in tuck ready to come out with and everything. I'm working on a love project as well, and I want like female artists like and shit like that from out here to like tap in with, do music with, shit. Like even me, I said Miami. I say no, I'm Haitian, bro.
Miami.
Haitian, bro. But Miami, like even like people out there, or not even just Miami. So
that shit came out so
that
smooth.
bit was strong.
Miami.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I just want to work with more female artists. You feel me? Like singing and shit like that. I might have some female rappers and everything on it too. I just want to tap into like them. I want to make this like kind of like love project, or even some shit where like you singing about some like fuck this nigga type shit like that. Like, come on, let's do it.
That's one of the bags that I feel like you excel in. Like when you like on like a singing rap where you talking about like that type of topic. Like even though it was a cover kind of, but the Love You Better remix that you did killed that shit. Like
appreciate that, fam.
When I hear that, I'm just like, I want to hear more of that, but like of your own. So
bro, I used to work at the gym. I heard your shit playing on the radio at the gym, bro. Yeah, I'm cleaning. I'm like, is that Dinero on the fucking speaker, bro? It's like a place. I'm like, that shit crazy. Huh?
These be fishes, fishes and bluebills and shit.
Nah, I'm talking about the Love You Better.
Love You Better, bro.
For real?
Yeah, bro. At the gym, I'm like, bro, is that, bro? Then I'm listening to it. I'm like, bro, that's
Dinero,
bro.
So I just threw that on
yeah,
YouTube,
but I'm like, that's why that fucked me up, bro. I'm like,
that's
what the
crazy.
fuck? Yeah, that shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
What do you have to like? Is that type of music easy for you to make, or you have to draw from like real experiences to kind of get that music out?
I feel like that type of music is easy to make, but I also like to bring the real experiences through it, cause
You be getting heartbroken out here?
Man, listen, I'm not tender. I'm be real, but you know it might.
I'm not tender.
I'm not
tender,
Oh,
but
you know the Zoe's got a stigma out here, man.
Hey, I'm not tender, but if that's my little shit right there and everything like that, you play me like that, though.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to do me like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say more music is like made more off like experience and shit like that. It's real easy because shit, I love women. Shit, women love me, so it's nothing for me to like cater to women. Like you know, it's really nothing. I just like to bring the real shit into it too. So a bitch might fuck around hear that song, bit, and you know you gonna sit there and be like, damn. I remember I was doing that with Dinero.
Before we end off, ending off 2023 and going into 2024, how does Dinero get back to the mark he was and go past the mark he was within the music?
I can say really by being consistent, because I always
I feel like that's the biggest thing ever.
Always have one foot in, one foot out. I'm always doing music, right? But you know, it's a lot of like I enjoy what's in front of me at the moment too. Cause I could say before everything was happening so fast. I don't know if I enjoyed it at the moment, bitch.
Gotcha.
Like sitting back at it, you feel me? It's like, damn, I should have kind of like enjoyed and all that shit like that. So I've been enjoying what the fuck has like how life been treating me and shit like that. I just gotta be consistent though.
I feel like that's the biggest thing. I feel like a lot of times you see people, and I feel like you kind of experienced it early on to where like just a few songs and everything was like changing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you may have to just unload clips and keep
That's-
on going and going and going and,
People attention
and
spans,
seeing
bro.
people's face.
All that other bullshit is here today and
On
Gone
tomorrow.
the attention span out here.
Mhm.
Cause I know me, I get in the car and I might like somebody's song. I'm playing that bit for like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
First
Mhm.
song when I get in the bit, I'm playing for like 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
The minute I find another song,
I'm off.
I'm off
Yeah,
that shit
yeah,
for the
that's how
first
it
song
be.
that I want to play in the whip. It might be part of the playlist and everything like
Yeah.
that, but
Mhm.
it's not what I'm going first for.
Mhm.
So
For sure, for sure.
it's really consistency. Giving them hella shit to work with.
Now the Love Project, can we expect that this year? You think?
No, not this year. Not
Not
this
this
year.
year?
Not this year.
Get some singles? Something
Yeah,
like,
for sure, some singles.
Valentine's next year.
Fuck yeah, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Everything
yeah.
really gonna
That's
come
the
out
mark. If you
Valentine's.
gonna make a Love
around
Project,
like February. I wouldn't say exactly on Valentine's, but
Yeah.
around February.
it got to be around February.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's when I'm gonna like unleash everything. But right now, I'm still working on it and shit like that. I dropped some singles. Like I said, I'm working on a project with the gang too.
Okay.
I
for
got
sure.
a project coming out with Jaffe as well.
Okay.
So I got a lot of music that's ready to come out.
Yeah, shit. People rating, man. People rating. Let the people know where they can tap in where you at, follow you at, everything that you got going on. You want them to tune into.
Everything, man, is FSO Dinero. Literally everything. And I'm here vibing with your boys, man. Yeah, it's your boy FSO Dinero, man. You know what it is.
Most definitely, when everything come out, drop, you got to slide back through. That's when we gonna have to get.
I'm most definitely back here.
Dive even deeper.
Dissect
I'm
music.
most definitely back in
dive
here.
even deeper for sure.
They gotta let me know if y'all fuck with that shit. Y'all gonna hear it first though. Y'all gonna hear it early.
Most
Alright,
definitely,
for
most
sure.
definitely. That's love. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, episode Dinero. And we
Yo.
out.
You did.
Yes, sir.